It turns out the media was right. Video games do cause violence. Based on the last game you played, what are you getting arrested for? Organ harvesting, slave trading, cannibalism, weapons stealing, prisoner rights violations, and animal abuse among other crimes. RimWorld? Possibly. Forgot about mass production and distribution of narcotics though. Blowing someone up with a pit full of manure so I can own their land. Oh, and incest. Also castrating a threat to the throne, murdering my firstborn so that my younger child W/better trays can inherit. Murdering my firstborn so that my younger child W/better trays can inherit. Laughs in elective. Well, I got sucked into Subnautica yesterday for the first time. So I've been drowning people repeatedly and then beating the corpses silly with aliens and weird fish. Misappropriating company property for personal use. Roughly around 1 trillion galactic credits worth of materials. Burning people to death with a flamethrower while running away from a xenomorph on a space station while looking for a stupid ducking flight recorder. Is Alien Isolation worth playing? I want my first horror experience to be good. If you have any questions, if it's a great game, let me tell you this. The game runs to AI simultaneously. The world AI and the xenomorph AI. The xenomorph really, truly has no clue where you are, and its only function is to find you using logic and deduction. The world controls all the humans and bots and other things. And sometimes, if you've been very sneaky for too long, the world will tap the alien on the shoulder and go, I bet he's over there somewhere, and points in your general direction. I rolled my town into a giant ball and turned it into a star. As long as that bum baba bum music plays throughout the galaxy, I think it's okay. Nah, it's all about lonely rolling star. Pushing beans off of a whippy course. Scrolled way too far for this. Same, I'm surprised that it was this low. I crashed a few small green men into the moon by mistake. You reached moon? My green men mostly go kablooey. Reaching the moon is easy. It's the landing without exploding part that's hard. Saving the galaxy from overly religious aliens? Angry green man teaches space religion how to use a hula hoop. I don't care if it's a giant hula hoop or God's own anti-son of a bitch machine. Killing everyone named Maca. No crime there. Help. My game has a weird glitch. I blow up Maca and it says mission failed. Maca died. Genocide on a galactic scale. Stellaris. Being a lawyer? Guess you're right. No, he's justice. With a trendy new eye patch and large jacket. Sucking people up with a highly modified vacuum cleaner. Luigi's Mansion? Yep. Playing it with my 5-year-old. Insider trading of turnips on the stock market. Please tell me it's actually called the stock market in game. That's so cute. It is. So Jones stock market. The chick who sells you turnips is a pig. Breaking crates, pots, and lamps left in public places unattended with a wrench. Edit. It was Ratchet and Clank, guys. I cannot be trusted with unattended crates no longer. Ratchet and Clank. Edit. Who would have known such a simple comment would become my most upvoted one on Reddit. Thanks guys. Apparently living out a campaign of assassination against the Borgia family in Renaissance Italy. They had it coming. Easy-o. For my family. I'm so doomed. Spreading a virulent plague worldwide and killing off 90% of humanity before they found a cure. Given I live in one of the countries that was completely eradicated, I'm impressed that they are imprisoning my corpse. Plague Incorporated. I would have gotten them all if it weren't for those stupid prime diseases not getting DNA from deaths. Covering people in my liquid. Splatoon 2. Woo me. Repelling a Mongolian invasion and freeing my uncle while explicitly breaking the Geneva Conventions. I mistakenly fuss rode out a Jarl across his Great Hall and may have accosted a few guards while making my escape. Stealing a sweet roll. Accidentally killing a chicken. I stole some ladders to some pools, you see, and it resulted in mass death and tragedy. Well, at least you didn't put them in a basement and take away the door, or lock them in a room with a lot of lit fireplaces and no doors. Using my witcher senses to break into someone's house to give an old lady her pan back. Oh, and not reporting the body you find in there. Duck. Summoning people and animals to fight more people and animals and giant monsters threatening the world. Pokemon? Sounds more like MTG, because in Pokemon you wouldn't summon people. Nuking Gandhi. It had to be done, otherwise he'd nuke us. An eye for an eye makes sure nobody ducking tries to colonize us again. Just Cause 3, so. Car theft, reckless endangerment, damage to private and government property, murder and assault, use of illegal vehicles on public roads, graffiti, insurrection, theft of private property, violating many traffic, sea and air laws, kidnapping, trespassing on private and government property, and trying to illegally cross international borders. I'll see you all in jail. Edit. Also, Marius garages could be considered illegal reproduction of copyrighted car designs, as well just being illegal for being 1. A chop shop, and 2. A front for the rebellion. Edit 2. Smuggling illegal weapons in and out of the country, and harboring a criminal. Animal Crossing villager trafficking and buying counterfeit/stolen art. Unfortunately same. Also deforesting islands and upsetting ecosystems. Does hitting chatty people with butterfly nets count? Murdering my wife with a pillow. What game is that? Marriage. Sudoku. I don't think there is a crime in that. I'm sorry, but you're being arrested for putting the wrong number in the wrong box. You are under arrest for using a pen instead of a pencil. Throwing turtles at people on the freeway. Insert Mario Kart 8 theme. Harassing my neighbor with a bug net. Link to the Past? It's that game. What's it called? Oh yeah, Animal Farm. I'm executing people with a long sword and extra violence, thanks for honor. Don't forget spamming RA when you're done. Beating a cow to death with my first, and eating the meat raw. Thanks Minecraft. My sheeps just got through the 5th generation of incest. Hot. I killed a load of people with a lightsaber. Did you, by chance, happen to murder a bunch of younglings along the way? Answer the question, Anakin. Dropping in a Russian unpopulated island and shooting at people with the guns I found along the way. Tarkov or Warzone? PUBG. I should maybe have been more precise. Jumping on turtles, tripping on mushrooms, stealing coins, and kidnapping. We are in 4 different games, but we'll definitely be sharing a self or drug use, considering I'll be going away for rolling around at the speed of sound and following rainbows. Come with me, I'll set you free. Chopping down trees with my fist. Or maybe getting wood. Getting wood, ha. I quoted you. Everything. Warframe is pretty brutal. We've got genocide. We've got bioweapons. We've got child soldiers. Don't forget the WMDs. Throwing a pot plant at my criminally insane neighbor after breaking into his house to see if his son is locked up in the basement. Putting animals into captivity and forcing them to fight. Damn Pokemon. You ducked up. Yeah, I don't have any of the necessary licenses or paperwork to be breeding as many of these critters as I am. For praising the sun too much, they're probably also going to charge you with the desecration of human remains. That's a lot of skeletons that you knowingly damaged. Forcing random people to breed. What game is this? I'm playing Fallout Shelter. Just dragging random strangers into the baby Mac in rooms. Ripping the souls from my defeated enemies in order to forge better weapons with which to better vanquish others. Also, starting fires at regular intervals, so maybe arson? I might be very wrong here, but Dark Souls? Correct. Specifically the 3rd installment. GTA Online. So, I guess the better question is, what aren't I getting arrested for? I run a totally legal business selling firearms across San Andreas. I hit an anthropomorphic anteater with a butterfly net. Was it a laugh? Holy duck, yes. How did you know? Playing God. The Sims? Cause same here. Yes. Playing a children's card game. Apostrophe. Paradox Billiards Vostroyan Roulette 4th Dimensional Hypercube Chess Strip Poker? Hahaha. Not quite. It's a reference to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. A fan-made parody which makes fun of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. That the adults in anime treat playing the card game too seriously. The parody constantly makes fun of this by reminding viewers that the game in truth is simply playing a children's card game. TLDR. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links lol. Race really face vroom vroom in cars I can't afford. Being a moth at a king goat. I still have that game on my 360, I should play it. Dressing up as a bat and beating people to a pulp. So being a vigilante in possibly assault and battery. Bad Terry. Animal abuse, murder, mass genocide, trafficking, deforestation, hunting endangered species, slavery, theft, not paying taxes, destruction of private property, vandalism, rape, building without a permit, gaslighting, carrying a weapon without concealed carry, and several war crimes. I play Minecraft, especially the war crimes. XD. I was going to say essentially the same thing. For Emerald, mostly the war crimes. Jumping off the tower a couple of times, and then feeding the pigeons with Saint 14. Indeed. Throwing moist and delicious sandwiches at my comrades. Conga time. Illegal mining. No Man's Sky, Minecraft, Terraria, Minecraft, and Happy Cake Day. Building a giant, very efficient factory, then ripping around the countryside in a off-road buggy, running over animals and bushes, then stealing all the power slugs. Using a cat as a silencer, our Postal 2. How I love that game. Recently had to uninstall though. I kept getting an error on boot up. Just trying to save the princess and Hyrule. You gotta spice that up a little bit. The ruthless slaughter of numerous palace guards and international dignitaries. Breaking everyone's pots and urns. Trying to create an empire that could last a millennia, and reviving Celtic culture through dubious means. All while my neighbors, fearing my power, fruitlessly try to band together to fight the unstoppable tsunami that is the thalassocratic empire of man. It's the craziest trial at the Hague there will ever be. I don't know if this is a U4 or CK2. I'm leaning towards CK2 cause there's no way a normal player is forming an empire as man in a U4. Breaking into a castle by avoiding the guards to talk to the 11-year-old princess cause a giant dead tree told me to. I was lollygagging. Lollygagging? Yep, that's illegal in the real world too. I beg to differ. Oh shit. Like thousands of war crimes. Executing prisoners? Check. Using fire and poison against people on the battlefield? Check. Playing one side against the other for personal profit? Check in triplicate. Assassinating leaders and raiding treasures to cause battles? You betcha. And the piracy. Oh so much piracy. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a fun game. Single-handedly wiping out a faction of religious zealots trying to take over a rural town. Kidnapping wild animals and forcing them to fight each other. It's gotta be Pokemon, right? I committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? Going on a TV show where 60 little bean things are murdered if they fail to compete with the competition, inevitably only one serving. I scrolled all the way here to find my fellow Fall Guys. Live my life with my girlfriend. Thanks, The Sims. While trying to use my shout on a dragon, I accidentally shouted at the guard. I accidentally fuss rode out a chicken and now everyone wants me dead. throwing axes at some people and healing some other people while being dressed as Tree. Changing people's hearts, just like in the game Persona 5. Building logistics networks, Factorio. Rage killing cheese bastion mains. Far Cry 2, I drove a truck into an African resort and killed everyone there. Releasing a pack of wolves into a sheep's den at a local Renaissance fair and restarting a war with 3/4 of the world's major powers. So I play a lot of Bloodborne. Excuse me for clearing these streets of villabloods. For playing piano. Civilization 6. Being a fascist dictator. Not sure they would allow me to get arrested. Clicking on the minions of hell. Like. A lot. Pushing people to their deaths. Fall Guys. Nothing, I'm playing Road Online. Fishing without a license and then kidding Apex Aquatic Life. Building a hospital in my Minecraft city. Did you have a permit? He probably forgot to adhere to OSHA codes. Running a mostly success space program. Beating a dodo unconscious and making it my friend with berries that I found in the woods. I landed in Normandy and provided great fire support for my squad to get out of the beach before the Crauds could open fire. Only when we all got into the bunkers we understood we were 76 years too late. So was the French police, by the way. We ended going to the police station ourselves to surrender, as it is tradition to do so over there. Forcing people to have children over and over again. Taking away their children immediately after birth. Having a giant incest-based animal farm. Locking multiple people up in a small place. Leaving them only with beds to sleep and their tools to work. Making them scared periodically so I can kill the guardians they're calling for to get what they're made of. Abuse of exotic wyverns and elder dragons. Obstruction of justice. Blackmail. Defamation. Possession of weapons. Manslaughter 2. Yeah. Talk about the works. Apostrophe. Farming. I rummaged through a trash bin. You do you, Linus. Waging war on the Athenians. They don't have laws for the kind of havoc I can wreak by rearranging the words that govern reality. Spoilers, being a lesbian in a post-apocalyptic world, killing parasitic fungal people, and the people who were involved with people who killed a man who was like a father to me. Using monkeys to mass murder balloons. Assault with a deadly conveyor belt. Trying to gain civil rights peacefully for a new species, Detroit Become Human. Being a pulse, I suppose. Eating mushrooms and jumping on animals until they are visibly squashed. Skyrim. So I guess, being an escaped convict, I just got the game and the FPS is so bad on my PC I can only get to Riverwood. So, you were trying to cross the border? Being a FedEx worker during the apocalypse. Grabbing people randomly. Illegal egg harvesting. Stealing tails from other mammals and selling a crown for some cool clothes. Shooting my way into a Italian town in order to plant a bomb so that I can blow up a fountain full of fish. Picking flowers in RDR2 online, since that is the only thing you can do. Strangling someone to death out of pure frustration. Hearthstone BTW. Trespassing, illegally obtained emerald trading, and human trafficking are only the beginning in Minecraft. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.